Hi everyone, today I have a very exciting niche that I wanted to discuss. Honestly, until a few months ago, I didn't even know this niche was existed, and I came across it in Amazon just by sheer luck. Good news is it checks all the boxes I'm looking for in a new niche. It has low competition, it's a fairly easy to create, you can make it for free in Canva, and most importantly, it has a potential of earning $6,000 per month. So if you think this sounds exciting, follow along to learn how to make this book. Before we start, do me a favor and hit the like and subscribe button. Thank you. So today's exciting niche is sight word workbooks. Well, the name might not be that exciting, but let me prove my case with numbers. As you can see, this keyword has 1,000 results, which is great. The lower the competition, the higher your chance to get to the first page. The second part is the BSRs. Just by looking at the first few rows, you can see we have a couple of very low under 1,000 BSR, and even others have very reasonable BSRs. So this means the demand is very high and these books are selling tens of books each day. The last thing I want to bring your attention to is the earning. So let's take this one as our example. The book has 112 pages and costs $5.99. So based on imtoolbox.com website, the royalty is $1.40. And now by looking at TCK publishing table, you can see the number of sales per month is 4,515 books. So 4,515 times 1.40 means the total revenue in last 30 days was around 6,000. Okay, now I think it's time to get into the creation part. So we can have two approaches. The first type of book encourages kids to memorize the words by tracing it, writing it down, and using it in a sentence. This version is very simple to create, and if you watched my previous video about handwriting practice book, you already know how to make it. But the second approach is a bit more complicated, and I only suggest making it if you have some experience on child education. So you need to know what type of exercise is suitable and useful for kids. And always remember, the books will be picked out by a parent or teacher, so they most likely are familiar with different types of exercise and different types of book on the market. So it's very important to create fun and creative exercises and make sure kids are properly learning the content in meantime. I'm going to show you how to make both of the versions in a few seconds, but first let me show you where to get the list of the sight words. So if you go to Wikipedia and search for sight words, you can get more information about subject matter. But the section we're looking for is down here where it says See Also. So click on Dodge word list, and this is what we're looking for, this list. To save you the hassle, I added this list on my Gumroad shop, which you can download it for free. Okay, let's start with the first version. So as we discussed in the first version, kids will trace the words first, and then they can practice a word by copying from a sample and then use them in a sentence. This will help them to memorize all the sight words. Let's first go to Canva and create our file. So I'm gonna go with 8.5 by 11 each. Just drop the handwriting sample you downloaded from my Gumroad, then go to text and change the font from top to railway dotted font, and you can put your word samples for the kids to trace. For the second level of challenge, you can use a thin solid font like this one as a sample and leave the second line empty for kids to copy the word from your sample. For the last challenge, they're gonna do the same thing, but they have to write down the whole sentence. So you can dedicate the first 1/3 of the book to tracing, second third to copy, and last third to sentence, or create groups of words starting with the simpler ones and have these three practice within each group. Now let's go to the second time. Again, as long as you're 100% confident you can create a high quality book, I don't suggest going down this road. But just to give you some ideas, let's create some puzzles for kids. The first type of puzzle I commonly see on kids' workbooks is to connect a word. In this type of puzzle, we have two columns of words, both with the same set of words, but in different orders. And then kids can connect similar words with a line. So first we need some words. I'm gonna go with 6 words. So I just copy and paste each word from our list and then make sure they're aligned nice and tidy, and then copy and paste the group next to each other and just move some words in different rows. To make it look better, I'm gonna also place a border around this. So go to Elements and choose this square. Unfortunately in Canva we don't have line weight for elements. So to make the borders thinner, first adjust the size diagonally to make the borders thinner and then expand the shape from edges like this. At the end, make sure everything is aligned in the center. This should be your final result. The next type is shape box. So we have a list of words and then based on how they are written, we have different shape of box next to each other. This will help kids learn how to write different letters. So for example, in word U, the first letter sits a bit lower than the other 2 letters. So our box will look like this. Or for example, word look will look like this. The third type of puzzle is find the word. So we have a group of words and kids' job is to find a specific word, and we can do this in 2 different ways. Let's say we want to find the word you in our group. The simplest way would be just listing a whole bunch of words like this, and kids can draw a circle around the word, or to make it more fun and active, we can put the words in shapes, let's say heart, and ask the kids to color the shapes that has the word you on it. This will make your puzzle more engaging and fun for kids. The last one is to fill in the blanks. This will help kids learn how to use these words in very simple sentences. The most important part of creating this type of puzzle is to make sure you're using simple words and correct grammar. So to create a fill-in-the-blank puzzle, you have to just use the text, enter the first part of the sentence, use line elements, and I'm gonna change it to dotted line, and at the end, put the last part of the sentence. Alright guys, that was sight word workbook niche that I really think is still untapped and has a great opportunity for high passive income. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, and if you do enjoy watching videos like this, don't forget to subscribe. Until next time, goodbye.